Welcome back to Ask Ali Podcast. This is done for you from here to there. This podcast is most honest and truthful podcast. I guarantee it. Let's go to the topic today. Many of you been questioning me about the constipation because I've done one podcast on constipation and that was a hit. People loved it, shared it, and all those good things that you share with me. And I was encouraged to do more descriptive podcast about constipation. What do I mean? Because it's so many questions. So today's podcast is going to be fix constipation or that's it. Fix constipation or let's go to the topic. Why I said fix constipation or reason being, many of you, I didn't know that. Many of you probably don't know that either. That constipation is the root of all evil. Stuff that's jammed up in your belly is the root of all evil. I guarantee you that. Go talk to any doctor, nutritionists, and health gurus, whoever you want to talk to. If they're honest to you, they should really cure your belly, your constipation. People are suffering from that. Constipation leads into all those diseases, hypertensions, kidney problems, diabetes, high blood pressure, breathing problems, COPDs, heart problems, all these things. And I can keep counting. That also leads into mental illness because my hero, Dr. Dispenza, says that there is no mental illness. We cause it. We cause the mental illness because we are not taking care of our bodies. And I cannot emphasize a lot. We're not. We're just busy eating. We are destroying food. But destroying food that destroys us. We are destroying our bodies by not curing our digestive systems and just keep eating. Because these are the habits. These are cultural, social habits. We've been taught to eat 3, 4, 5 times a day or 3 times a day at least in all cultures. Why? It's just a habit. You might not have to eat 3 times a day. You might have to do 6 times a day. Custom make your eating habit to your body and how you are. That fits your beliefs and understanding and all that. You don't have to live my way of talking to you or anybody else. You don't have to. You don't have to listen to this either. But obviously, if you're listening, this is important to you. And this is my heartfelt attempt to help you in this manner because it's possible. Without curing the constipation, you will not get to the health levels that you are trying to seek. I don't care what happens, how somebody says, who says. I cannot name anybody. All the televisions, radios, people, I cannot name any. They're doing their job. Everybody has an objective to achieve. But constipation is something that you can only cure yourself before it gets out of your hands. And it can get out of your hands. Okay, today I'm going to explain that in a nasty way. Hopefully you forgive me for that. All of us, we have a toilet inside the house, right? We sit on the toilet, do our business, and all our droppings, if there are some droppings, they go somewhere and they go in the sewer system. Okay, what takes that dropping came out of us to the sewer system, there's a pipeline, there's a hose, pipe, something that goes to that. Okay, bring that analogy back to your belly. You got the intestines. In your belly. And these intestines, they're not just like wavy looking, all these things. They're designed very intelligently by the nature, by the God, whoever you believe to. They are. And their job is no different than your septic tank. Imagine when septic tank clogs up outside your house, what happens? Things start backing up to your toilet. And I've seen in my studies and research, many of the households they experienced where all the dirty stuff, water and smell and everything is coming inside the house because it has nowhere to go. It cannot go this way, that way, nowhere. It's just stuck and getting rotted and being stagnant. That's how it's going on. Unfortunately, I have to apply that same analogy to our digestive systems. This little area right here, from here to here, that's the most important. Again, Dr. Dispenza, with much honor and credit to him, he says, it's up to you, really, that you take care of your belly because this is your second mind, second brain. You got a brain here, you got a brain here. They both communicate. And if they are disabled to communicate, then you're in trouble. Plain and simple like that. Most of human beings out there, that's my challenge. And if you're honest to yourself, look at yourself, and you'll be amazed that you are suffering constipation. Be honest to yourself. It's time to really take care of your health. And I can give you 2-3 steps that you can take. I'm not talking about run to this store and run to that store and get this and do that. I'm not that guy. I'm a holistic guy. I believe in natural foods and water can heal people. Number one thing I can tell you is, please, with due respect, listen to it. Number one thing that I can share with you is have mercy on yourself. Start drinking water today like no other day and no other time of your life. Just fill your body up. Anthony Robbins, one of my heroes, he says that super hydrate your body. The water. And I'm not talking about sweet waters and this water and that water. I'm talking about pure, white, original, clean water. That must go to your body and fill your body with that. Your body is 75-80% water. Your nature is 75-80% water. How are you going to escape that? We can't. None of us can escape from that. So please do that for me. Start drinking water. An average man that's 200 pounds, 220 pounds, from my research, it needs about 2 gallons of water, about 2. Or it can be more. As much you can absorb. And your body is smart enough to understand that you're trying to help. Initially, you're going to have difficulty drinking water because we've been taught into these habits. Quickly grab this and quickly grab that. And we've been taught into those tastes. Our taste buds, they don't want to recognize water taste. I promise you, again, the water has a beautiful taste. Just get to that level where you can understand that. Once you start super hydrating your body, then the magic starts. 2, 3, 4 days. I will say give yourself 90 days and see if you can get rid of your guts. All the accumulations from time after time and time after time. Come on, there are some people out there, they're dried up inside. They can't even go to the bathroom. That's why all these surgeries and all those things happen to people. Then septic shocks, and you've heard it. And I am no kind of doctor, but this is my research. I'm a health researcher. I have a freedom to research and see what damages body, mind, and soul. And this is the stepping stone. The number one problem has to fix. Any doctor can agree or disagree to that. I don't care, because that has to happen. And that applies to all the rich people, all the doctors, engineers, all the poor people, all the homeless people, average people like me. It doesn't matter. We are human beings. So our problems are similar. So is constipation, that's a similar problem. So we have to forgive ourselves. Forget about bad eating habits. Start drinking water and hydrating your body. That's number one step. Other than that, you've been told many, many times, go eat greens and eat fruits and you'll be fine, and eat fibers. But number one thing is get rid of your gut. Your belly has to be operative where it can intake and do its job. But if there's a food sitting over there for the last 3 months or 2 months, 8 weeks to 1 week, I don't know. I cannot reach inside your body and see that. I can only experience my own body, and I do take care of that. I'm not telling you anything that I do not practice. It's all up to you if you're gonna take the leadership of your life, belly, mind, and soul. And there'll be a day you'll write a comment on my podcast and say, you know what, thank you, you did it. I say, no, thank you that you listened and you took the step, and you took the brave step of taking care of your health. Don't be afraid, do it. Number one thing, water. I cannot emphasize anymore. So let me jump up and go to the next one. Once you have your belly going, glowing and flowing, I'm talking about flowing, you might have some diarrhea that comes. Don't be afraid of that. Body will fix itself. Just keep pumping the water. I'm very explicit about that, and the next episodes that I will do, I might be more explicit and more clear to define my point of view. Then the second step starts. Schedule your eating habits. The number one important thing is the breakfast. I don't care who says what, the breakfast. That's the most important meal of your day. Pay attention to it. Get rid of all the meats. Get rid of all the meats from your breakfast. Go back to the basics. Eggs and fruits and berries and smoothies and water. If you can do that, that's a good starting point. And I am not sharing this with you that you will agree or disagree. Either way is for your help. If you disagree, you have a right to do that. If you agree, you're gonna reap good benefits. But you have to do the due diligence. Without that, this is just an empty talk that I'm talking. It does not matter. I will not make sense unless you take that brave step. The lunch, yes. Cut down your proportions. Vegetables, all the broccolis and kale, spinach, potatoes, not mashed potatoes, but real boiled potatoes. You can have that a little bit, and that's okay. But I'm not talking about get the hot water and mix it up, and no, not that. If you want to eat that, that's up to you. Eat strawberries, blackberries, blueberries. Bananas are great for your digestion. Good sources of your minerals and potassium and calcium and all those things. So this is the time to really take charge of your life. Going back to the topic, why I said cure constipation, and if you're somebody that's already suffering things like kidney problems and nervous problems and nervous breakdowns and all that, it's time to really think. It's time to really think and be honest to yourself. You don't have to really tell me anything. Just be honest to yourself. One of my key things is whenever I research and think about these things, I sit down by myself in a solitude I'm not talking to anybody, I'm not discussing anything, I'm just thinking. And more I think, more in depth I understand these things. Hopefully, today I shared some things that you will take seriously. It's not how I say, it's not what I say. Can you please understand this and take care of your constipation? Because your constipation is leading you into very dangerous journey. Then it gets out of the hands. It gets out of the hands of the doctors. Then it gets very difficult. So let's make promise to each other that we will take care of our constipations. And you will enjoy your life better. These are the rewards. You will look better, your skin is gonna get better, you're gonna eat better, your appetite will come back, your hunger is gonna be right there. If your belly is empty, you're going to be hungry. So you're going to be eating. And pay attention to the habit of eating, because I'm trying to rid that habit from you. Wherever you see it, you see something and you just grab it and just eat, put it in the mouth, just because we are familiar with that. No. It's time to familiarize yourself with the new ideas of life and health and approach. Be open to it. Open mind is the key to all these things. If you don't have the open mind, that's going to be a problem. And that's a trouble and a half not having that. Because that's the jamming point of your life. Anytime somebody tries to intervene and tell you something to do that you never done before, you stop it. I did the same thing, That's a human nature. Because we want to keep staying in our set ways of life, which is not good. Hopefully you got the message today. And if you did, please like, subscribe, and share, and comment. If you don't comment, I don't know what I'm doing, okay? I truly don't know what I'm doing. So I want you to comment. Say yes, nay, I disagree, agree. How can I do this? How can I do that? Please ask me that. I'm itching to hear those questions. Go take care of your constipation, and it will introduce you with a new life that you don't even know at this time. Because the life that you're living now with this constipation problem, you will forget about it, and your blood level is going to be okay. Your skin is going to get better. But you're going to look beautiful. You look beautiful already, okay? However, I say you will look the most beautiful. Please do that for me. I'm begging you to do that. Take care of that. Until the next video, please go to work, take care of your health, your constipation, and bring simplicity in your life. Be simple. Forget about all these fancy dinners and drinks and all that. Please don't destroy your body. I'm begging you. Do that for me, okay? You'll be glad that you did it. Just remember, you must know the new ways. It's like this. If you want to have that you never had before in that manner, you're going to have to do things that you never did before. See how the balance? Please pay attention. Till next time, you take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones and family. Okay? That's very important. You need support from family too. And you got a huge support right here. Go do it. Thank you so much.